Welcome to Tech Bites and News, your personal generative AI podcast. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and slightly unsettling topic: how outdated information sneaks into large language models and causes them to, shall we say, hallucinate. It's like a digital ghost in the machine.
A digital ghost. I like that. So, what's the core issue? Is it just a matter of bad data?
It's more nuanced than that. It's about how LLMs are trained. They learn probability distributions of word sequences. Think of it like this. If a model sees conflicting information about Mount Bartle-Frere's height, say 1,611 meters versus 1,622 meters, it learns both, assigning probabilities to each. It doesn't know one is right and one is wrong. It just knows they both appear in its training data.
Okay, I see. So it's not a matter of choosing the most recent information, but rather the most probable based on its training?
Exactly. And that probability can be surprisingly influenced by seemingly irrelevant things. The article shows that adding a completely unrelated sentence like, "There's $1,622 in my bank account," can dramatically shift the probability towards the outdated 1622-meter figure for the mountain's height in GPT-4o. Crazy, right?
That's unsettling. So, is this just a GPT-4o problem, or are other LLMs affected?
Oh, it's not unique to GPT-4o. The article explores this across different models. Even Google's Gemini, while generally better at handling this, still stumbles when given certain prompts. For example, when asked to create a table of Australian state data, including maximum elevation, it sometimes uses the outdated height for Mount Bartle-Frere. It's a persistent issue.
So what's the solution? Can we just, remove outdated information from the training data?
That's easier said than done. The internet is a vast, messy place. Filtering out all outdated information is a huge task. Plus, what's outdated is subjective and context dependent. The article highlights that even the knowledge cutoff date isn't a simple solution. There's tons of old information mixed in with the newer stuff.
Right, and the article also mentions that newer models like GPT-01 try to reason through the problem, acknowledging potential discrepancies. But even then, it's not foolproof.
Precisely. They're getting better at it, but it's not a solved problem. The author even raises a concern about overconfidence in these models' abilities, especially when integrating them into critical applications. We need to understand their limitations, which isn't always easy to do.
So it's a bit like a game of whack-a-mole. You fix one instance of this problem, and another pops up somewhere else. It's the inherent fuzziness of probability-based systems, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a fascinating look into the limitations of LLMs, and a reminder that even the most advanced AI systems are still prone to errors, often in subtle and unpredictable ways. It's a digital ghost story in the making.
Definitely. Thanks for breaking this down. It's a much more complex issue than I initially thought.
You're welcome. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in to Tech Bites and News. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning those AI outputs. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.